Welcome back to the He's Wrong, She's Right podcast. I think we're live. I'm Andrew. This is Nona. And this is Podcast Doc. She knew that she had to be here for this, guys.
Of course.
Is this working? Check.
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, looks like it is. All right, cool. Why did this go away?
Excellent.
Oop, stop. All right, hopefully you guys can hear us. I'm trying to see the audio meter. There we go. Without moving that. Welcome back.
Welcome.
I'm Andrew. This is Nona. And today we're going to be talking about the streamer and I don't know what's the term. He's definitely a grifter. I don't know. He's a weirdo. But the Misfit Patriot, aka Zack Bonfilio.
Okay.
He's standing trial right now as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
There are a number of people. This one's not one that we can watch.
Okay.
Massachusetts courts, apparently only 4 courthouses themselves have live video for trials. They're
Gotcha.
rolling it out. They started rolling it out last year.
Where in Massachusetts?
Dedham? It's Dedham County Court or something to that effect. Are you familiar?
I have no idea what the counties are up there, but I'm about to take my kids to Massachusetts next week. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah. Let's change this to live chat so I can see people. Remember, if you guys want us to read your comment, use a super chat. There are some exceptions like Kay, because Kay pays us every month. So Kay's texts and chats will be read.
Have you seen that there's also a serial killer in Massachusetts right now? There's like 9. Pardon?
You said 2 cents.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did. Play it back. This is live, so I can't play it back. But serial killer.
Never mind.
Where at? Near where you're going?
Never mind.
Near where you're going?
Anyways, so you wanted to talk about this guy who I know nothing about.
Yeah, so
per usual.
Well, it started. The reason he came onto my radar was because Kay and Kron and some other people that I know had gotten into it with him. He was defending someone, I believe, was accused of or convicted of sexual assault. And then people started digging into his past and then found all of these open cases, including this one. So he's standing trial right now for allegedly abusing or attacking and hitting. There's actual terminology to this, but an elderly person, I believe the victim was 68 years old.
Okay.
Opening arguments and stuff were this morning in the county court. And to top it off, the person, the attorney that he hired for this case, there's a rumor that it's like his cousin or something like that. I haven't confirmed that. But the rumor is...
I wish I had a cousin who was a lawyer.
Yeah, I do. Just not in Indiana. And that's kind of or not in North Carolina, in Indiana. So he hired somebody that doesn't even work or live in that district, county, whatever.
Okay.
So this morning, his attorney was late. Good first impression, right off the bat, right? So they had a recess, waited for the attorney, blah, blah, blah. And as he was driving this morning to court, I showed you that screenshot, and it's the screenshot on the thumbnail. He posted that he was wearing a $5,000 Armani suit. Now, I didn't get everything configured on here quick enough. Sub-Z. I didn't get everything configured enough or quick enough to do more overlays like the videos and stuff. So we're not going to show you guys on here, but I'll link to it. If you zoom in on the image that he posted, you could tell like I don't know what would you call the stitching around like where a button goes through? Is it just stitching?
Yeah.
So you know how like when you buy really cheap clothes and those aren't like fully nice, and they're like kind of
show
like
me the picture
together?
so that way I can analyze it.
All right. So somebody noticed about the where the button comes through.
So they're speculating that it's a fake Armani suit?
Not even that's a fake. I mean, whatever.
Or there's not even Armani, that he's just...
Yeah. I can probably pull up the X post in the video, or the image will be even better. But look at that.
Yeah.
But zoom in, see how like it's snappy?
And that's as far zoomed in as it'll go. But yeah.
So a couple people said he probably went to like a
Men's
thrift
Warehouse.
store.
Oh, I was going to say just Men's Warehouse.
Because I don't know anything about Armani suits, but are they like Louis Vuitton and stuff where they have to make sure that somewhere on the product?
Actually, I wonder if something like Men's Warehouse would like have a line. You know how high-end brands will do high-end brand partnered with or at and like exclusively. And so it's really like their really cheap version just to be able to slap a label on it.
Right. So there's nothing indicating that it's actually Armani, but it's just funny that somebody would go post on social media on the way to trial and like brag about how much money they potentially theoretically have. All that does is give the court, the judge, I'm sure the jury is probably going to look into this guy when and where they can and want to see what he's posted on social media, you know, who he is, news stories, things like that. I don't know if they're actually allowed to do that. I don't know if like would you have to be sequestered? Like, would you be allowed to?
I don't think the judge can do that, but I don't think,
I mean, it's not a murder trial. You're just, the fact that this went to trial at all though, come on. So he allegedly assaulted, as Z said, a person over 60. I believe they're 68. And he's claiming, for those who know, that it was like a Jussie Smollett kind of situation. He says that he was jumped by 5 people and was defending himself.
Okay.
There's no video, but obviously the police were called. There's police reports, everything like that. There's nothing indicating that he was ever a victim. But he's running around screeching nonstop online.
And this happened almost a year ago, right?
I believe it was in December.
Oh, I thought you said like September of last year.
We're just getting back into this, guys, so bear with us. Like this, I knew most of this information a lot better a couple months ago. Okay. And now time has gone by and I just haven't revisited it all. I've pulled up a bunch of it. We have tabs so you and I can look at some stuff. Okay. So there's and I'm sorry, guys, I can't put this on screen because I don't have my screen sharing overlay and stuff set up. So there's a change.org petition with 1,256 verified signatures.
Oh my God. He looks like the human version of Shrek in what is it, like the 3rd Shrek movie when he takes the potion to turn human? That's literally what his picture looks like.
So for anybody... I'll have to do this on my laptop here in a second. For anybody that's watching this, I'll put the link to the change.org petition in the chat. It doesn't say what the cutoff is, but it says they want TikTok.
TikTok is the decision maker?
Yeah, they want it banned for harassing people that aren't like being racist. Apparently he's been banned from the platform, multiple platforms, multiple times. But that's what a lot of these grifters do, is they actually gain a little bit of firepower from getting banned, because now they go and screech, oh, X kicked me off the platform. What am I saying that they don't want you to hear? And people flock to them like flies on shit. Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
I have nothing to do with that. But that
sounds like something that you would do too.
No, it's not. I've had the same accounts forever. I've never, other than one account that I personally took offline or whatever it's called.
You said that you get like...
No, I have never...
muted, banned, whatever, all the time.
No, that's not... I've never said that. I've gotten in trouble on Facebook one time. I've had the same account on Facebook since 2007. Never created a second account. I've had the same Instagram account.
What about your ex account that you're like, it's okay, it's no problem, I can just use
literally was just saying that. Because that was my own fault. It tells you right there when you do it, when you deactivate on Instagram or Facebook or whatever.
No. Talking about the one that you currently have, you're like, it's no problem, I can just use the podcast account.
I got my account back. It was I wasn't even banned or deactivated. It wanted me to verify that I was me. And Kay is kind of going through this right now.
That's not what you said, but okay.
It is what I said. You just didn't listen. You don't listen to what I say. So I've never lost an account. other than the one that I deactivated and didn't take Twitter at the time seriously because they said 30 days. And I was like, whatever. And then I came back and they're like, this account doesn't exist. So I lost my personal account. This was, 3 years ago? I've never been banned or deplatformed or anything like that. I don't get picked up by the algorithm very often, but that's not because I'm banned. That's not when all these people are like, oh, I'm shadow banned. No, it's just nobody wants to see your content. But they say that because that is an indicator to people to go in and comment, oh my gosh, I love your content. I never see you on my feed anymore. Happens all the time. So this literally happened last night as well. And was Casey working? I don't know what my chat on my computer is being weird. Working what? I don't know what you're referencing for working. So I just completely lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So there's a guy called LA Scanner who I don't know that much about this guy. This all happened.
I'm going to sit back and get comfortable.
Okay. This happened late last night. This guy with like 40.
Well, that happens to me a lot, but I say mean words.
Oh, he's talking about getting banned on X. So this guy, again, was it LA Scanner, who apparently doesn't even live in LA or even the state of California.
Okay.
Has a felony conviction for like stalking and harassment.
Cute.
Which doesn't necessarily mean that it's illegal for him to own a police scanner. However, using a police scanner to aid and abet a crime is a felony. So this guy was bragging about how he knew all the stuff going on and he doxed ICE yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
The ICE agents
Right.
and where they were staying in LA.
Right.
And within moments, people posted pictures of his front door, his
Cute.
personal accounts, all of this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he deleted everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a federal warrant out for his arrest now because of it.
For doxing ICE.
Yeah. I'm sure that it's because he's a felon, blah, blah, blah. And his because it all depends on where he is and what he was doing. Anyways. So deleting your account doesn't do anything, as I can prove from.
Right. Obviously, everything that's been on the internet actually stays on the internet, whether you deleted it or not.
Yeah. So Kay's thread, this one right here. So this is a thread of Kay's that Zach used in a video talking about Kay, that Kay posted the video into his thread. But
That was a lot of mumbo jumbo.
But this is Kay's. Wait, where is it? There it is. Yeah. So if I click on this, though, it won't go to the profile because the profile right now is banned by X. He's fighting because they said he impersonated himself.
Cute.
Because he had the word not.
Right. You told me this.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways. But I really wish I could show you guys this video, and I'll come back to this in a second. But the whole thing with him playing off of multiple accounts and it's why those stupid ads work. Why people continue to pay for the 6 things that the government doesn't want you to know about your driver's license. And you're like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've seen it and just didn't pay attention. Like you've scrolled past it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The 7 weight loss tips the CDC doesn't want you to know. And it's like a picture of fruit. It's just clickbait ads. They're not through like Google. They're through, I think Outbrain is one of them and a couple other, like any news site that you go to, they always have like those related topics. But the first set of related topics are usually outbound ads. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I thought that was New York.
He posted that when you were talking about the guy who doesn't actually live in LA.
Oh, I don't know where somebody posted that he was in Texas. Somebody else posted that he was Canadian. Like there's, I don't know. I didn't dig that deep. All I saw was that he deleted it, and then I created. So he recreated his account. He deleted himself, and then he told people that X, and you can tell the difference when somebody's banned versus when you self-delete,
Okay.
the message on the page is different.
Okay.
It'll say this account doesn't exist if you self-delete. But if somebody's banned, it says this account is banned for violating terms of service.
Gotcha.
So he's running around screeching saying X banned me.
When he deleted.
He self-deleted.
Okay.
Yep.
Men's Warehouse sells good suits easily for roughly $900.
Zach also pays for his followers because his average engagement is like 30 to 50. Yeah. So on X, at one point before he blocked me.
When did he block you?
I don't know, like a month or two ago when Kay and Kron and everyone were.
And what's his name again?
Zack Bonfilio.
No. His like what
the
you
Misfit Patriot.
So you can change your X name to Banned by Misfit Patriot as your new handle.
Yeah. That'd be funny. So the going back to the LA Scanner guy real quick. So he created LA Scanner 2.
Okay.
So I tried to create LA Scanner 3 and copy all of his posts, but tweak the words in just a way that they were basically word for word, but the exact opposite of what he was trying to convey.
Okay.
One was specific.
When was this?
Last night.
Okay.
So I created LA Scanner 4 and then just got it.
Oh my God.
He was in there saying, that's not me. I didn't post that. You can't find that. People were posting screenshots.
How many troll accounts do you have?
Just that one now.
I don't believe you. Somebody else posted.
Tom Willis. Anyone that has to brag about wearing an Armani suit clearly isn't wearing an Armani. Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
And if it came from a sponsor, you would say, thanks, sponsor, for this.
And you would tag them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe not in the post that you're going to court, but somewhere he would have content talking about this Armani suit that he received or whatever. You
have 4, I'm assuming you're saying 4 troll accounts, not 4 Armani suits.
What's July 6th, Kay? Is it moved? Or is that last year maybe? He was drinking heavily the day before or heavily after. It's actually off the JCPenney rack. Does JCPenney even exist anymore?
Yes.
Like real JCPenney, or is it like online? Like
no. JCPenney still exists. You can walk into the JCPenney here.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now I have their jingle in my head.
Accounts, yes. That's what I figured.
JCPenney variety store. Have we got something for you? You don't remember that back in the day? That was like their commercial jingle. Yes,
I could see it being Burlington Coat Factory. That is more likely.
If I had my phone connected with a deck, that would work, but it's not paired with it, and I don't have any way of doing that without taking the stream down right now. But if you wanted to drive by the house, I could text you my address if you're off work, or if you just want to.
Oh, hell no. You're not giving strangers on the internet our address?
I don't want to say his name on here, but that's my buddy in Jacksonville. I don't want to say what he does either, because I don't know if he wants people to know that, but what?
Giving strangers our address? Hell no.
Whatever. So if you guys look at the picture, if you go, because it's probably still up on his actual own X account. Yeah, he's seen my truck. He knows we shook hands.
You haven't met me, so no, we haven't met.
Okay. So if you guys go back though and look at his picture on X, because on X they do allow you to upload pretty high.
Seriously, a midstream DraftKings ad? Smack my head. What?
Midstream. I don't control when they plug in the ads. We are monetized, so I'm sorry if you got a DraftKings ad if you're not a premium subscriber, I guess.
Yes, stranger danger indeed.
Actually, we could do our quick little ad read, because we do have a show or an episode sponsor. Infinity Custom Cabinets in Wilmington, or I guess Leland, North Carolina. Check them out.
Okay.
Link down in the description. Infinity. It's lemax.i/HWSR Infinity, or by clicking on the QR code that's going to pop up on the screen.
What's their zip code range? How far out do they go?
They want to expand throughout the entire state. There is your QR code that you can scan.
Okay.
Yep.
So you get your custom cabinet in the Leland, Wilmington, Jacksonville Burgaw, Castlehane
Bathrooms,
area.
kitchens.
Oh, they do more than just customs?
Yeah.
Duh. I was thinking closets. I totally heard closets, even though I said cabinets.
I don't know. They might do closets. I mean,
Probably.
how much-
Full, like built-ins in the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like picturing it.
Yeah, check them out. So sorry that you got 2 ads back to back.
Yeah. All right, now the ad session is over.
Yep. Yeah. So the whole thing with Bonfilio, he's got, he was on a streak of lying, saying that one of the cases, which I believe was a DUI or something like that,
Oh, cute.
was thrown out or dismissed, and either Kay or Cron or somebody else found the disposition. It was
definitely not
no.
dismissed.
No, he
Did
didn't.
he like plead down or something?
Yeah.
So, guys, just so you're aware, there's a difference between dismissal and pleading.
Yep.
It's not the same fucking thing.
Yep.
You're still admitting guilt.
Yep. Well, ish.
You are. Taking a plea deal
You're admitting to doing something, but not specifically what you did and what you were actually accused
No,
for.
you're admitting to doing it and avoiding the lengthy process of a trial with the potential of having a larger outcome.
Yeah. More detrimental.
Right.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
I'll be down your way in like 30 to 40.
Just text me.
Well, he's apparently got White Claws to share. I have water, so you don't want to hang out with me.
Yeah. Anyways, too much dead air there for a second. The whole thing with him, I mean, there's been multiple things, like I said. I saw, and here's the thing with Google search, especially now. I don't know if you know this, but it's really difficult to do reverse image searches of people.
I've never done a reverse image search. The first time and only time I ever saw it was on the show Catfish on MTV. And they were like, how could you ever be catfish? This is so easy. I have no idea how to do it.
You just literally go to Google search and where the image or where the search bar is, there's a microphone and an image icon there. And you can upload or drag, if you're on PC, you can drag an image into the box and then it'll find you either the exact or very similar. It's like a piece of furniture you can find. I've done that with you when we were looking at.
Right. And I've shown you that it's not even the same thing, let alone similar.
Right. But with people, there's other indicators usually, like, they've uploaded thousands of pictures of themselves. They have social media presence, things like that. So now, and maybe this has changed. This has happened over the last couple of months or weeks. I've tried to reverse image search people's faces, trying to figure out
what people. Now I'm genuinely curious. Who are you creeping on?
Just various people that were like investigating. I'm just seeing if I can find their profiles quickly, things like that.
Do you guys believe him?
I'm sure. Yeah. So it like gives you an error or just doesn't return anything. It'll say like people can't do this, whatever. So if you were trying to find somebody's mugshots,
are there like watermarks on the picture that's preventing it?
No. They're just not letting you do it for people. They'll let you do it for objects, animals, food, whatever.
Reverse image search Bella,
who
is a dog, not a human.
I was even trying to find something. It was like a car or a product. I don't remember what it was. And because there was a picture of a person in the background of the picture,
okay,
it wouldn't give me search results. I had to
Are you able to show me right now?
Yeah, probably. Let's do it. So do this right here.
Reverse image search his creepy picture.
All right, so circle his face. Results for people are limited. You guys probably can't see that, but that's what it says right there.
They can see it now. It was out of the glare.
But I
now.
meant because their screens, if they're watching off phone or something, might be really small. So it's, I mean, I get it, right? In some instances, but if you're actually like a PI or you're actually doing investigative journalism or various things like that, you want to find where images and videos might have been posted. And now it's a little bit more difficult. Yes, it does prevent probably a lot of stalking. It probably prevents a lot of weirdness, and something probably happened to cause this.
He suggested something called Yandex.
Which they're like Russia's search engine.
Creepy.
Yeah. I don't ever use, I've used their search engine. What do they call it? So Google has Search Console. Bing has like Webmaster Tools, and Yandex is something
Bing
else.
still exists?
Yeah.
What?
Bing is just a knockoff of, Google Search in a way. They're basically just using Google Search APIs.
Right. And
Just
same
like
with
how
Edge.
Edge is Chrome. with a
Right.
different page
Isn't
on it.
Bing like Hotmail
They have so many domains.
or
There's
something like that?
MSN, Hotmail.
Yeah. Well, they're like the same thing.
Yeah.
MSN and Hotmail is the
Yeah.
same thing. But yeah, I didn't know it still existed.
Yeah.
I literally had no idea. I only use Google.
People's grandparents use it because they don't know to go and change to literally anything else.
I have to preface and say to anybody who still has a Hotmail or Yahoo email address to check their spam, because if it comes from Outlook, they will let go it directly to spam.
Your DNS records at your work are not set up correctly. I can fix that.
It's from every agency that I've been at. It is not specifically this agency.
Google and Yahoo have cracked down on this. There are other your SPF needs to be accurate. Your DKIM record needs to be accurate. You have to have a DMARC record. And with those,
Do you guys understand what he's saying?
some people might.
He's saying blah, 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 blah,
and
blah,
then
blah, blah, blah,
now
blah.
they're requiring BIMI records.
And now
rain?
it's pouring rain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I heard a big clap of thunder a second ago, and then now it's dumping rain.
And guys, if the stream goes down, it's because the mini PC is plugged directly into the wall rather than into a surge protector UPS, because I'm ruling that out as a problem. And it did flicker the other day. It turned the PC.
Oh yeah, we had a crazy storm the other day, and there was a big surge.
It turned the PC off and turned the lights on.
Yeah.
I came down. This is the remote.
Wow. Oh my gosh, the
shit.
patio furniture is probably the pillows are gonna like fly away.
Oh, your hammock's about to be gone too.
Oh my God.
So sorry,
this
guys.
came out of nowhere.
Holy shit.
It's like shaking the house. And we have a
Fuck. You want to keep talking for a second while I go check on stuff?
Yes. I don't know what to talk about, guys, other than wait, come on, man, put everything on surge suppressor. He does normally. This is our third or fourth mini PC? Third mini PC. I dumped it here a few days ago. Yeah. Same day. Sunday? We had a crazy storm here too, obviously, because we're only 45 minutes apart. If you hear, honestly, I don't think we have tornado sirens here.
If there are,
The closest one is at UNCW, which is an hour away.
if there are, they're never tested like they are in the Midwest and other places.
Yeah,
because
UNCW, I'm pretty sure is the only place that has a tornado siren in our area.
In the Midwest, they test them one from March
Actually,
until
I'll do a quick
November.
little. But yeah, it is crazy storming.
Yeah, that was
So I don't think you're going to be coming over, buddy.
No, you have where would they be at? I mean, they've never tested them, and I mean, anytime there's been a hurricane, they've never gone off. There's been tornadoes on the ground in our area, and we've never heard them. So either they're just very few and far in between, or they're not in populated areas for some reason. Who knows? It's hot. Yeah, it's super windy. I took the thing off the front door.
There are no active tornado warnings or alerts for Hampstead, North Carolina at this time. Okay, I searched the tornado siren closest to me.
Man, and the cameras don't do it like any justice. I was going to show you guys the back patio camera because that doesn't give up
But if
our
I had
location at all.
known that it was going to pick up like this, I would have taken down the patio furniture.
It's crazy. It's wild. But it's also one of those things where, for whatever reason, if you have a good camera, it like cuts through fog, cuts through rain. But you're like, I'm trying to show people the fog and the rain. That's what I'm trying to take a picture of. I want to show you how shitty my drive is. You're looking, you see one car, you take a picture and you see 15. Yeah. So anyway, so the Zack Bonfilio case, Kay said they're going back right about now,
Okay.
but I'm not calling into it.
Whatever county you live in has emergency management agency, and they should have Should and do are not the same thing.
I don't know where you live, Tom, but so I'm from Indiana originally. In Indiana, Michigan, they're everywhere. And you can hear them everywhere when they test them. You could be in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere, you'll hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You could be in a building, in school, in a skyscraper, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you will hear them. Here in Florence, Matthew, all of the others, even non-hurricane, non-named storms where there have been confirmed tornadoes on the ground within miles.
I've never
of us.
once heard one.
Never. I've been here for almost 10 years. She grew up and has been here her entire life.
And I remember when I went to UNCW, there was exactly one time where we got a notice. We will be testing the sirens at some point between like 12 and 1 or whatever, just to give a heads up to the students. Yeah. That was the only time. And even then, I didn't really hear them when we were told.
They typically aligned at my school, if I remember right, they typically aligned the testing of the outdoor with when you do your tornado drills in school.
What's his face says he's bringing White Claw and a can-do attitude.
Okay. We have plenty, but you can bring your own too. That's fine.
You have plenty? How many did you buy?
It was the 24 pack or whatever. It was on sale.
Fucking Christ.
It was on sale at Lowe's. It's like half the price of buying the 12 pack.
All right. Well, sorry, your cuck chair has been moved out of the room, but we can pull it back in.
Oh yeah. Well, we can be really funny. One of those stools, put it right here because it's a little bit taller. Be like when Mike was here, or not Mike. Oh my gosh!
Wow, you can't
Rick.
even remember
Rick.
your own friend's name. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Did you see that his house got struck by lightning, and so he had to cancel his 4th of July party that we got invited to?
No.
You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, last week his house got struck by lightning, and now they're having to do a bunch of repairs on their home.
That sucks. Damn. Sorry, Rick, if you're watching, which you might. Who knows? So the Bonfilio thing, it's really, really weird how confident and how much he's talked about his case. There's a chick on X. She's an attorney, and her account's like not advice or something like that. It's her name.
Okay.
That's like her username. It's definitely not advice.
Cute.
And very frequently, she posts a reminder to people, don't do crime.
Mm-hmm.
If you do crime, don't talk about your crime.
Mm-hmm.
If you're actively in a case, don't talk to anybody except your attorney. Don't post about it on social media. Don't talk. He has talked about it ad nauseum.
Lovely.
Smart people, even if they are guilty, simply don't respond. They just, if you ask a question, because the phrasing of a question could be brought up. Somebody on X or somebody on Facebook said, what time were you here? And your response in court was 3 minutes different from your response on Facebook. Just don't fucking talk about it.
Yes, he is a fool.
Yeah. So I want to show you real quick this video. And I know this isn't going to play for you guys, so I'll kind of give it a play-by-play. It's assuming the mouse is going to work here. Hello. Look at this. See, never ends. There's always something. All right. So this video right here is of Zach. And so it's at America Fest TPUSA conference in Phoenix, Arizona. Quote, Misfit Patriot got into a fight with rapper Bryson Gray. No idea who Bryson is. But apparently the story that was conveyed to me was that they bumped into each other. Something happened inside somewhere.
And this is after he beat up this 60-plus-year-old guy.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to be brought up in court.
This is assault number 2.
If not more. So, but I don't think they would classify this as assault.
Oh.
But the fact that this was filmed and posted online, it doesn't help his case by any means. So from what I was told, they agreed to do this. It was let's go outside, catch me outside.
What?
Yeah. So they go out here. You guys might hear this. I don't know.
Only real men throw hands.
Yeah. So look at this. So that's him on the left. All right. So they're fighting. They're ice skating around in the gravel.
The guy in the shorts is supposedly a rapper.
Yeah. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know what the full story was. So he tries to take him down. Zach's on his back. He's about to get grounded, pounded, pummeled in the face. He is getting pummeled in the face now. And then Zach grabs whatever the other guy's name is.
Dick and balls.
Yeah. He grabs Bryson Gray's dick. And if I would have left it play, you could even hear him. So why would you do that? And the other guy, or he's like, oh, you're just going to run away because I grabbed your dick?
It's safe to say that you would run away if somebody grabbed your dick, correct?
It's never happened to me, but I would like to think that I would continue beating the shit out of them. That would make me even more mad.
Really?
I would be in a lot of pain, I'm sure. I'm the kind of person where if you got me just right, I'd probably puke too. So I'd probably puke all over his face.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah. So try it. He had to grab
Don't
his...
encourage people to try it.
I meant if you try and attack me in a street fight.
That watch out, Andrew might vomit on your face.
Yeah. If you want to leave with whatever I just ate and drank all over you, and I like to eat and drink, so it's probably going to be, depending on where we are, a whole lot of food and a whole lot of drink. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, you had to grab his member to get him off. You needed to leave him off the end of that sentence. You had to grab his member to get him off.
You're going to run away because I grabbed your dick? You know you liked it.
Yep. So I'm going to go through these other tabs here real quick and see what else I had pulled up. So there were some other things that there are things that are indexed, and he might have requested that Google remove them. There was a bunch of stuff that I saw TikTok people were talking about him.
Okay.
Specifically about some sexual assault cases.
Okay.
I couldn't find anything to verify that, but people were talking about it. This texasarrest.org isn't coming up, but this had something to do with it as well.
Okay.
I don't know why this whole website isn't coming up. Normally you would just get like this is a 500 error, so server's not even up. Then this person who said that they were harassed.
Called him a human skin tag.
Okay, so this just reminded me of another thing real quick.
Okay.
I think I told you about this. He's a named party by name in an Andrew Tate lawsuit for defamation.
Oh my God.
All of the other people in the lawsuit are Jane Doe, John Doe, Jack Doe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did.
But he is named
because
by
he
name.
wants to be special.
Yeah. But he's like, oh, Andrew Tate's suing me. For a while, it looked like he actually wasn't.
What's wrong with his eyeballs?
That's just what he looks like. And he's also like this tall. Yeah. Zach did beat up an old lady. I didn't think it was a lady. I thought it was a man, but maybe I'm wrong. What else we got? This is Kay. This is the video. So he tried to like own up to this Austin arrest. And I believe this is the one where he claimed that it was dropped.
Okay. The DUI.
Yeah. So all of his followers like, it's such it clearly indicates that you're a good person because you own up to your mistakes, blah, blah, blah. But he
getting caught and dragged is not owning up to your mistakes.
Yeah.
It's having to talk about it because you were caught.
Yeah. And then the mugshot next to itself, the repeating mugshot is hilarious.
Yeah, that's clearly Shrek when he takes the potion to turn human.
Okay, so somebody found this, the Boston Voyager magazine.
Why is he putting his butt out like that?
So apparently he owns or operates or something a bathroom remodeling company.
Cute.
And he specializes in tile installation.
Cute.
It's his quote from himself. And this is the picture for it. So people have been photoshopping on him getting railed from behind and everything. Which actually, if anybody that's watching right now, the Anthony Brown stuff that's going on, totally need to Photoshop him. Apparently, AB somebody I don't know
who is AB? Anthony Brown is who?
Used to play football, NFL.
Okay.
He supposedly, and I don't know if he actually did, but there's all these pictures and screenshots going around of him like having sex with Gavin Newsom's wife. And he's sharing all of these memes, and I don't know where this started or what the backstory is, but there's a lot of stuff like this.
Anthony Brown is sharing memes about his own self.
Yeah. But
what?
But I think it'd be funny because a lot of the pictures and stuff are of him clearly photoshopped onto somebody else's face,
Gotcha.
the body. But I think it'd be funny to Photoshop one here. There's another one where Zach is laying like on his bed with his butt up, like, facing the camera this way. This right here. That was a video, but yeah. So people have been memeing these, but perfect opportunity to jump on the AB bandwagon with all that.
All right.
We talked about the petition, talked about case thread. What else we got? We showed the fight. So that's pretty, I lost a lot of the information, or I didn't lose it. It's just not readily available. Yeah. Antonio, is that right? Yeah, Antonio Brown. That's right. Newsom's wife fooled around with Weinstein too. I don't think she actually had sex with Antonio Brown. I think that's because that's a trending story, and he jumped on it for some reason. Jumped on it. Nobody's gonna laugh.
Literally, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let me show you some of these memes because they're pretty funny. I downloaded 2 of them and shared them. So there's the Jordan one. They told me I couldn't have sex with Gavin Newsom's wife, so I had sex with Gavin Newsom's wife. And it's the Jordan sitting there in the interview for that documentary a couple years ago. You guys know what I'm talking about? But it's Antonio Brown's face photoshopped on it. And then an Uno one, stop having sex with Gavin Newsom's wife or draw 25. And it's him holding a ton of cards.
That's cute.
But that's the meme that should be done for old Zachary. Old Zack Bonfilio. All right. That's it, unless Kay or anybody else has any updates. They were supposed to return about 15 minutes ago. Based on what Kay was saying, though, I haven't heard the audio. Apparently, the audio is really bad. Like, that early, his wife admitted on the stand she was willing to give HJ to Weinstein, so it's hotel room. What? Admitted on what stand, though? What trial is this from? Give it HJ. I know why he had to type that, though, because it probably would have held it for moderation if he had actually said.
Oh. So middle school, though. HJ. Like, oh my God.
You got to get around YouTube's comment filtering. And ours isn't like very strict. It's just like
Well, her previous husband waited downstairs. Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. So the other things I was gonna say, if we didn't have much to talk about, we could have talked about these, but we can do this for the actual episode for tomorrow. And then there's that other. So we've got stuff about the Diddy trial.
We do. Are you sure about that?
There's some stuff that I've like memes and stuff that I've read.
Right, but are you sure that we're gonna have that on an actual episode? Because anytime we talk about Diddy on an actual episode, we get demonetized, and
but the episodes do well.
So
it's just me, or did it get hot in here? Maybe it's just me. Then the Glover updates. I got to get with Kay on that. There's a JAG officer who is threatening this, and he's like newly commissioned officer in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
He was threatening ICE and other people and saying that he was going to come after them.
Okay.
And now his account also has been deleted.
Okay.
And he's probably going to be court-martialed. Not a good look for an active duty officer, especially when you're an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph Avalone, there's been updates on that. He's sitting in jail because he can't bail out. He captained the Western North Carolina guy that
who scammed people,
embezzlement and check fraud and all kinds of stuff. And then there's that other case that everyone's talking about. Some chick. Somebody knows what I'm talking about.
the one that
Probably.
the Karen Reed trial.
Yes.
That I said I was surprised you didn't want to talk about, and you were like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because I didn't know what you were talking about at the time.
It's literally everybody is talking about it.
Well, Now I guess we're talking about it.
I can talk about Ralph all day when I get there.
Okay.
Yeah, Karen Reed.
Sounds good. We'll be here.
Yeah, literally everybody in non-military vet bro society is like obsessed with the Karen Reed trial.
What's that one about?
Did she or didn't she murder her now dead husband?
Did she or didn't she?
Did she or didn't
I'm
she?
asking you. Did she or didn't she?
I'm not following it obsessively.
Oh,
I think there's a lot to unpack there. Shoot me your addy.
okay. I will.
Are you actually coming over?
Damn, when was the last time I texted you?
Oh, boyfriend? Wait, I thought they were married. See, I told you, I'm not following it obsessively. All I know is it happened in the dead of night. Lots of phone calls to somebody else who she was probably fucking. They're all police officers. And
is she a nurse? Please tell me she's a nurse.
The speculation is that the other police officers actually killed him. And like,
please tell me she's a nurse.
I really don't know. Like, I just made an offhand comment when you were talking about a bunch of cases, and I said, I'm surprised you don't want to talk about the Karen Reed trial.
We'll look into it.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
I know a few basics.
For those that are curious, we are changing our content schedule to Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Please bully him into just 2 days a week. That is all that I can commit to 2 days a week. Unless somebody wants to take my position for one of those days. I've said from the beginning, Tuesday and Thursday is like the ideal 2 days a week. We're consistent, we're on it, but having 3 is exhausting. It's a lot more time consuming.
Grimsy and I are also starting our show probably around 4th of July.
Okay, go for it.
So we'll see how that goes. Let's get some more comments read real quick. Boyfriend. Oh, you were already addressing that. He had marks consistent with dog bites, and magically the dog was given away like 3 days later.
Mm-hmm.
The lead investigator called her babe, was looking for her nudes on her phone. Yeah, firing it. What?
Yeah, there's a bunch going on in that case. The whole thing is like very speculative.
Interesting.
Which is why everybody is very interested in it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And we should have a regular episode drop tomorrow at our normal time. Should. And Friday.
No.
Yeah.
No, Tuesdays and Thursdays from here on out. Tuesdays and Thursdays from here on out.
Nope.
Tuesdays and Thursdays from here on
Thursdays
out.
Not day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Check in Tuesdays and Thursdays for He's Wrong, She's Right podcast.
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Guys.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys.
Oh, Dex, dude, I was going to mute your microphone. I can just unplug it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye.